Well, I made a video in this room last week talking about how difficult it was to move, all the challenges and everything. And in the past, we have done a lot to try to help other people. And it's time for us to ask you to help us help some other people. As you know, Hurricane Ian devastated Southwest Florida, including our new hometown. Fortunately, our home was spared a great deal of damage. We lost some shingles and some siding, maybe a little bit of damage, but overall, we're in pretty good shape. I think almost all or maybe all the damage that our place sustained will be repaired by the HOA insurance. So not a big concern for us. There's no power, no water, things like that right now. But we have a lot of friends that need help. I'm all hot and sweaty right now because I just finished loading this van that you see here. Rented a cargo van. I'm going to be leaving probably sometime tonight. I'll post updates on the page, on my TroyTube page and in the Facebook group, and put things out there to where everybody can see what's going on. I'm headed down to take some supplies to our friends and neighbors. I've got a pallet of water that I bought at Sam's and some food. Taking a generator for our place and my neighbor to give us a little bit of power. I was able to pick up a portable air conditioner, so we'll at least have a little bit of cooling that'll maybe keep one room cool or something until the power's back on. When Hurricane Irma hit 5 years ago, they were without power in all of Fort Myers for about 11 days, and this was much worse than that. So don't know if they were better prepared. Maybe it's not as bad as far as electricity coming back on. Maybe it's worse. I don't know. There's a lot of things we don't know right now. We know that they said the death toll was in the hundreds, and there's literally bodies. My buddy's house, we're pretty sure, was flooded. We don't know how bad yet. They can't get to it, so they may stay at our place. I know he has some friends who lived on Sanibel Island who lost everything. They're going to stay at our house, and it's pretty devastating. So I'm going to be traveling down. I still have room in the van, and I don't have room for a lot of more heavy stuff like water. The van only has like a 3,000 pound load capacity, and the water is 2,000 of that. I've probably got another 400 or 500 pounds in there in addition to the water, so I've only got maybe 500 to 1,000 pounds left that I could haul. But two things. I'm going to post a GoFundMe link in the video description down below, and it'll also be on my TroyTube page. And I'll also post my PayPal, my Venmo. If you donate to GoFundMe, they take a portion of that, I think. If you send it by PayPal or Venmo, we'll get it all. So you choose how you want to donate. If you can donate, we'd greatly appreciate it. If I get enough money on the way down from the fundraising, I'll probably stop and get more supplies. I'm going to be traveling I-75. I'm going to take 64 over to Lexington from Louisville and go I-75. I-75 goes all the way straight down to Fort Myers pretty much. I'll be going through Tennessee, Atlanta, down through Florida. If you live along that route and want to meet me somewhere and donate supplies or money or cash or whatever it is, paper towels, preferably things that are lightweight if we can, non-perishable foods that people could use, it'd be greatly appreciated. I will be posting, when I'm leaving, and try to update on my route during along the way. And if in that one thread that will be on the TroyTube page is where I'll post this information. And if there's anything you can do to help, we would greatly appreciate it. And more importantly, our friends and neighbors will appreciate it. Everybody's saying, are you still going to move? Yeah, we're still planning to move. But it's heartbreaking to see what's happened. Everywhere we go, everywhere we've seen down there is just devastated and lost. I saw a video this morning that was a time lapse of the storm surge coming onto Fort Myers Beach. And after about 30 seconds of watching it, I realized it was the very spot where Tammy and I went to the beach so many times the past several months. And it's pretty heartbreaking. It's going to take a long time for that area to recover from this. But as we know, Americans are resilient. Florida is a very diverse community that everybody works a lot. And, everybody will come together and recover in time what they can. Unfortunately, there were people who won't recover and were lost. And it's just, like I said, it's really heartbreaking. It'll probably take me, a couple of days to get down there, I would imagine. I'm hoping to time this in a way that, first of all, that I don't interfere and get in the way of anybody traveling down to help, like first responders and power company, utility trucks. And I know there's going to be National Guard convoys probably, and just tons of rescue operation and those kind of things on the way down there. So I'm hoping that with the couple of days travel time that I have to get down there, that most of that will be out of the way, and that I won't get in anyone's way or anything. And if I do, I'll just stand back and wait and take my time to get there. But my neighbor, I talked to him this morning. He said there's no electric, no water, nothing. They are out trying to clean up the area. Our carports at our condo complex are just gone. They blew away. And there's some other people who had some damage. But like I said, fortunately, we did not get hurt as bad damage-wise. As far as my business, I don't know yet. I thought there was probably a good chance it would flood and all would be lost. I know there was some damage because I was able to see my camera until about 2 o'clock yesterday when power and internet went down at my office. And I could tell that there was something on the front of the building that had blown open or something, and I could see some light come and go as the wind blew. And then all of a sudden I saw a bunch of bugs flying around in front of the camera and stuff. And if it didn't flood and it's just like rainwater that got in and got on the floor, it'll probably be okay. Maybe some loss. If it flooded, probably lost everything in there, but we didn't have any inventory yet. It's going to be a setback. It might cost us $10,000 or $20,000 in the end. That's going to hurt a little. So we'll have to figure all these things out and how we're going to move forward. But the primary thing right now is we want to get down there, or I want to get down there. Tammy's not going, of course. I'm going to get down. I want to get down there and help our friends and neighbors. If you are able to help, any amount helps. It adds up, believe me. If everyone that followed me donated $1, we'd have tens of thousands of dollars to help. But I figure if there's a way we can raise $2,000 or $3,000 even, that's going to help a lot with this trip and to get things by and be able to sustain a few people for the next week or two until some services come back online and businesses are able to open up. There's nowhere you can buy gasoline down there right now, so I'm going to stop probably in Tennessee and Georgia and get propane tanks and gasoline cans filled up and things and take them down. The generator runs off of propane or gas, the one I bought. So I think we'll be in decent shape there to at least run it every couple of hours and get a little bit of cool air out of the portable air conditioner and things, and rest, go back to work. And it's going to be a long haul, long road to get all this done, get it taken care of, and get some people's lives back under control. And it was this is a once in a lifetime thing, hopefully. They said it had been in less than 100 years since a tornado or a hurricane had hit Fort Myers directly like this. And this was a bad one. This was pretty bad. My buddy told me he had never seen anything like this. And it's just devastating down there to see. And, until now, I never really was affected by something like this. And now we're not directly affected so much as other people are, but we know a lot of people down there now. And we know a lot of people that are hurting because of this. So again, I will post the link in the video description and on my page for the GoFundMe, my PayPal, and my Venmo, and my CashApp. And if you can donate to any of those, forever grateful.